Hello YouTube. If you see what I see, there is a gazing hole in there. A gazing hole. And that's the gearbox with differential. And now there's a new pressure bearing in it. A worn out disc plate or clutch plate, which you can distinguish by the fact that the clutch material is nearly ground down to the steel clips that are holding the thing together. Yes, YouTube, another update from the Swift. As you can see, there's a gearbox missing here. It's just one big gazing hole. Well, the removal of it wasn't as easy as I had expected, or as I'm telling this. There was one last bolt, and it seemed like that one bolt wanted to make a last stand, and it did so very effectively. Why? Well, on the back here of the engine, pointing now into the direction, there is a mid-center motor hanging point. I'm trying to reach it now. Here, where I am with my finger. Yes, it's in frame. Yeah, you can see probably my finger moving. It's all down there in the back, completely covered up by the motor. Our engine support was one nut and was poorly located. So first I tried to wrench it loose. Failed. The wrench slid off the nut. So next I bought a better quality wrench with a 180 degree steel wrench on it, and I only succeeded in rounding the nut off. So I had no other option left than to dismount the whole engine support, into which I finally succeeded, taking the nut off, which was then of course relatively easy, and to remount the whole support before I could think of removing the gearbox. And after that, removing the gearbox was easy. But then came the reassembly, and that was at first a failure too. In order to mount a gearbox to an engine, you need to have these splines here correctly aligned with the pressure plate and the support bearing in the flywheel, and I couldn't achieve that. So that was another failure this weekend, with of course all shops closed. So once more I had to buy a special tool, this little thingy, a clutch center tool. And this afternoon I'm going to retry to mount the gearbox.